Max Verstappen secured his second world title after winning the Japanese Grand Prix. Red Bull's chief engineering officer has conceded that the team risked a disaster when designing Max Verstappen's 2022 season-winning car at the start of the campaign. Rob Marshall has claimed that sweeping regulation changes meant that the vehicle which defeated Lewis Hamilton in 2021 had to be entirely ripped apart. Verstappen claimed his second world title after winning the Japanese Grand Prix last weekend. This success was much more routine for the Dutchman following his infamously tense battle with Hamilton that went right down to the final lap of the season before. The FIA introduced a plethora of new aerodynamic regulations that meant most cars had to be completely redesigned ahead of 2022. Red Bull have succeeded far better than other teams, including Mercedes, but Marshall admits that they risked a disaster. It is always difficult with new rules to know whether you are doing the right thing or not. The first test already showed that what we had done was far from bad, he told the F1 Nation podcast. At least we didn't have the problems that many others did. Some still have those problems. There wasn't a carryover nut or bolt on the car. The whole aero regs were different, chassis regs completely different, new suspension, new gearbox, there was nothing you could really go, that bit's alright, so at least we don't have to worry about that. The whole thing was potentially a disaster but, luckily, nothing was. Verstappen became a world champion for the second time after winning in Japan last Sunday. The 25-year-old fended off competition from teammate Sergio Perez and Ferrari ace Charles Leclerc. He now wants to make sure Red Bull win the Constructors' Championship to go alongside his Drivers' title. Red Bull were pipped to that award by Mercedes last season. The first one is a little more emotional, the second one is more beautiful. We're leading the constructors, so we want to focus on that, to secure that, Verstappen said afterwards. It's been a special year, and you need to remind yourself as these kind of years you don't have very often. It's a pretty crazy feeling, of course, because I didn't expect it when I crossed the line. Of course, you could see it slowly happening, but it's incredible at the end of the day that we did win it here. I didn't know how many points I was going to get.